What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Froggy Stocks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Not a financial advisor. Blah, fucking blah. Here it is. Bottom line, end of story. We pushed DRS for quite a while now, and there's a lot of YouTube grifters out there. Clout chasers, grifters, just absolutely insane people like Boss Blunts who want to talk shit instead of actually do the DD, educate the community properly so that we can protect our investments. It drives me absolutely insane, the type of shit that some of these YouTube personalities come out with. It's absolutely crazy. Well, guess what? Boss Blunt's 14032 executive order was a total flop. Hate to say it, AMC Bigums, phase 6 ain't really doing much. There's all these catalysts that are coming out. All these YouTubers had this is the end game. This is going to cause MOAS. Guess what? Nothing fucking happened. You know what happened? We went under $6 a share while people sat on their hands and prayed to the catalyst god that something was going to make AMC squeeze, and it didn't. Now, I'm not personally saying their DD was bad. I'm not at all. 14032 is a real thing. Phase 6 is a real thing. But it's not going to cause an AMC squeeze. It's not. I don't know what else to tell people. The STO dividend would have caused an AMC squeeze, but all these other people didn't want to do it because they were scared or their favorite YouTuber told them not to because they didn't like Mark Cohodes. It's absolutely insane. So here's the deal. Adam Aron comes out, Q3 earnings call at the end, and opens up with a loaded question that I don't even think an investor asked. I think Adam Aron planted that question so he could talk about DRS. I've got the clip. I can play it for you guys again. It's absolutely insane what he said. He came out and told us specifically that shares that are direct registered cannot be short sold. I don't know what else you need to hear other than that to get you to realize that DRS is not bad. And here's the real kicker. Before I play this clip, here's the real kicker. APE, I'm just going to read the tweet. APE was not diluted to $1.30 by 14 million shares of APE that Adam Aron sold. He sold 14 million shares of APE at like $2.80 and raised like $35 million. We didn't go from 10 to $1.90 because Adam Aron sold 14 million shares. That's not what happened. This means two things. Either A, everyone sold all their APE when Matt Kors and Meet Kevin and all them told you to do it, which if you did, whatever, I don't care. You saved your money. Or two, APE has been short sold over 90% and they're not reporting the short interest. We had 43 million FTDs, 36% short interest, and it all just went away. It absolutely all went away with no price improvement whatsoever. Until we hit about $1.50, which is where I said I'm gonna buy more APE. I thought everybody should stop buying after that point because I believe we're buying nothing but synthetics on the open market, which is diluting the price. I came to that conclusion after I bought more. But I called it. I said we're going to at least $3. We hit $285. People got out. Other YouTubers said we're going to $300-$400. And that's it. Okay, here's the question right here. This is the stupidest, it's the stupidest FUD I've ever heard. So how will we squeeze the shorts if they can't short the stock? Jesus Christ, man. If there's no short interest on the stock, that means they covered and we squeeze. You guys got to pull your fucking heads out of your asses. I know that's a question and you might not understand, Samuel. But holy fuck, if there's no more short interest, that means we're squeezing because short's covered. I don't know who's spreading that FUD. If it's whoever, whatever YouTuber, Samuel, let me know in the comments where you heard that. I need to get to the root of that. I'm not mad at you, man. Let me know in the comments where you heard that. It's absolutely insane. Well, if we DRS our shares, there's no more short interest and we won't squeeze. Holy shit balls. You guys, if there's no more short interest, that means the shorts have covered and we will squeeze. And let me explain what happens when you DRS. And this is the bare minimum we even need to do. By direct registering 600 APE each, we have 516,820,000 something APE out in the open market, and AMC too. If 860,000 investors all DRS'd 600 shares of APE, that would log the float. You're telling me that after 2 years of losing all your money, you're not willing to DRS 600 shares? Even if you don't have 600, if you do 200 or 100, you're contributing. But we have 4 million investors supposedly. All we got to do, each of us, is DRS 600 APE. And I've given you all the information to do it. DRSGME.org. The process to DRS APE and AMC is the same as GME. Whoever put this website together, I give you massive props from the GME community. This is amazing. This website is beautiful. This is all you got to do. Click how to register your shares, register from a broker. Then you find your fucking broker on here, whatever it is, even for the UK. Let's just do a random broker. Let's do public. Read DRS instructions. There you go. It's right there. Shows you how to do it. Fucking crazy. And if you don't want to DRS and you want to buy new shares, just buy directly. Click the button, buy inside the US, buy outside the US. It tells you step by step how to do it. Man, I've never seen the community more uneducated and just ignorant. This entire time, we could have been DRSing our shares. Direct registration makes it so that your shares cannot be short sold. But the most important part of it is here's the tweet. By direct registering 600 APE each, it would DRS the entire float of APE out of 860,000 investors. And in the process of doing so, you're forcing your brokers to recall shares. If you buy shares from Robinhood, they go to Citadel. Citadel says, we don't have them, but here's some synthetics. We'll put their money in the dark pool. Tell them they have it on an IOU and make them happy. So Robinhood goes, yeah, okay. Well, Robinhood gets paid to do that, payment for order flow. Citadel creates synthetic shares. They're short AMC. You're buying synthetics. It dilutes the stock price of AMC. And then Robinhood takes the shares, the fake shares they sold you that you think you own, and they loan them out to a short seller. So not only one did they sell you a synthetic share that diluted the stock price, then they loaned it out and created a naked short, which killed the stock price. Minimum one time, meaning they could rehypothecate and reloan it again, creating another naked short. So the beauty of it is, when you direct register your share, and this is why the brokers always give you shit when you call them and ask, you're forcing your broker to recall the share they lent out to that naked short, meaning you're closing a short position, you're recalling a share back to your broker that's a synthetic, forcing them to go out into the market, buy a real share, and send it to computer share, so you're also closing a synthetic. I don't know how much more simple I can make this. You guys all wanted to listen to all these YouTubers that were selling coffee mugs and super chats and t-shirts and making plain banners about Ken Griffin. It's all a waste of fucking time. Direct register your shares and they can't be short sold. In the process, you're forcing your broker to recall any shares they lent out to short sellers, forcing them to close their positions. It's that easy. I don't know what else to tell you other than that. But let me show you this on APE. There is no way that 13 million shares took us from 1050 to $1.25. No way. That is over a 90% loss, 80 to 90%. meaning Adam Aron would have had to sell the entire lot of shares of APE. We went up to 1050. We got halted 13 times in a row. They created 400. They created 45 million FTDs in 2 days. Never covered them. Increased short interest to 36% at this point. Crushed us. Stopped reporting short interest. Covered their 43 million FTDs right here at $1.40, which is why we ran to 280. And now they're fucking us up again. And I don't care if you don't like my language. I'm just so fed up with the absolute morons in this community that have enough influence to tell you to do the wrong thing or to give you misinformation about direct registration. Because, no, man, I was wrong. You know, just fucking admit you're wrong, Boss Blunts. How about that? Admit you're wrong. I like you guys. I like Blunts. I like Bigums. But they're all misleading everyone on these hopium catalysts that they're trying to sell you, so you watch their videos, so you buy their merch, so you give them super chats. It's absolutely freaking insane. The whole point was to squeeze the shorts and prove that the market is fraudulent, and here we are 2 years later, absolutely with our heads up our asses. Mark Cohodes was right multiple times. The STO would have worked. It didn't. We went down to $9. Then Adam Aron came out with APE. Adam Aron said we were going to get a share count. We didn't. They naked short sold us to death. Mark was right and said the market mechanics and how corrupt the market makers are going to destroy APE. He said that live in a space call. Adam Aron messed up. He messed up. He brought APE in. It didn't do exactly what it was supposed to do. And the institutions are out to crush him. They are out to crush APE. That is what they are doing. But I am going to go ahead and say that I think APE is shorted over 90%. They don't have to report their short interest properly. It's that simple. And Samuel, I see Samuel Guzniak, whatever, you have not come back in the chat yet and answered my question. Who is telling you that who is telling you that DRS is going to make the stock not squeeze because short interest is going away? Because it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If we DRS the float, if you DRS one share and your broker has loaned that share out to a short seller, that forces them to recall that share, closing that short, and then they have to go buy a real share out in the open market, closing that synthetic, giving you price discovery while your share gets direct registered. The intensity and the volume at which direct registration happens in a time frame will directly correlate to the amount of price discovery you have in that time frame. Everybody's like, well, what about GME? Why isn't it working for GME? GME has logged 50% of their float. They've had a 4-to-1 stock split. They are at $23. You know what 23 times 4 is? 23 times 3. GME is at $23 because they logged 50% of their float. Fuck, man. This video is going to get unmonetized, that's for sure. And that's what's even funnier. I'm on here telling you this information, and I give all my YouTube money out back to the community every time I get paid each month by YouTube. And you know what? I'm going to have to claim that on my taxes. I'm going to get charged income on my taxes for the free money that I'm kicking back out to the community. Yet everybody wants to go listen to Blunts tell you that DRS is bad. When Adam Aron just said your shares cannot be short sold if you direct register them. He needs us to. He needs us to because APE isn't performing the way it was supposed to. And if we direct register shares, we're going to pinch the shorts that loaded into this. I almost want to call it Adam Aron's bear trap. Adam Aron put this out there. Yeah, we're going to win. Checkmate. We're going to win. We're going to win. All the shorts were like, fuck you, Adam Aron. We're going to crush your stock. They crushed APE down to $1.25. It's got to be over 80% short sold, 80% short interest. Now all Adam Aron has to do is get us to direct register shares. What if he comes out and decides to take 425 million APE that he hasn't sold, 400 million APE, and just go, you know what? We're just going to direct register these right now. That's 3/4 of what's already out there direct registered. You guys, it's really simple, man. It's really freaking simple. Here's the website. Shows you exactly how to DRS your shares. This is computer share. All you got to do to make your first purchase is click make a stock purchase. It's that easy. And I'll tell you right now, there's FUD out there about, oh, it takes 2 days to sell. It does not. I personally sold $2,900 of AMC over 4 weeks ago to test the process, as I needed a little extra income to make the down payment on my house that I just moved into, because I'm not paying $2,000 for a freaking apartment anymore. Now I have to maintain a house, right? But I proved to you guys that when you place a market order, it gives you the stock price at the time you place the market order, and my cash from the sale was back in my account the next day. And I got attacked for it. Instead of people going, thanks for showing us how it works, Spence, I got attacked for it. But guess what? I sold at the price target I called out and told you guys APE was going to run 250 to 280. I managed to luckily get out at a good time. And then after my house deal went through, I got cash back. I came back and bought back in at a lower price. So everybody that gave me shit, you can go fuck yourself. But this is it. This is it. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. All these YouTubers who have been in the community for a while, they're wrong. They've always been wrong. They have led us from 72 down to freaking $5. 72 to $5. Technically right now, 5, 6, we would be at $6, $7. This is the problem though. This is it. This is where they led us. From here to here. Right here around $40, this is where Mark said, hey, Adam Aron, why don't you do an STO dividend and crush these shorts and get them off your back? Adam Aron said no, and we went on a freaking nosedive from then. Because the shorts knew if Adam Aron wasn't going to do a security token dividend, they could get away with murder. Absolutely insane. So he comes out with APE. We have this little whoop-de-doo when Melvin Capital went under. APE ran to $27 and was immediately crushed. And I'll tell you, we hit $27. I was like, man, I should sell. I could use this money. I'm in the green. I would have made like 40 grand. Would have been fantastic. That would have been a mini MOAS for me. A mini MOAS. 40 grand cash after all this shit in 2 years would have been nice. Now we're right back where we started. Do I think we're going to go up again? Yes, absolutely, when this market recovers. But I'm telling you right now, this market looks like an absolute dumpster fire, and I don't think this is the end of it. I'm not left or right, but I'm telling you, because the conservatives didn't do as good as everybody thought they were, investor confidence plummeted, the market crashed right after the election cycle. Oh, and look at that. Another one of my plays that I said was going to do good. STIM. Look at that. Up 10%. Let's go back to the tweets. Find it and brag about it. And I got that one from Vegas Stocks. She calls out absolute bangers, man. There it is. STIM about to go for a little runoff. Gap fill. MACD crossover in the next 20 min. RSI at bottom. Looking for a quick 15-20%. What do you know? And guess what? Nobody's coming to my page and reading it because people like Blunts is out there calling me a shill when he's absolutely misleading and misinformationing the entire community on DRS. Nice. Only green ticker in my watch list today. I'm going to go sell it right now. STIM at Vegas. Lovely call. There. I made money today. I just made 10% on STIM because I was out there reading. And trying to understand things for myself instead of listening to some grifter YouTuber that is selling t-shirts and coffee cups online. So there you have it, guys. That's all I'm going to talk about this morning. $8.20. What are we at? $1.30 right now. 860,000 investors, which is funny enough, the exact number that Adam Aron keeps telling us is in Investor Connect. Very funny how that works, isn't it? And I'm telling you right now, if 860,000 people, all of them individually decide to DRS just 600 shares, I don't even think you have to do 600, honestly. I think if everybody did 5, we would make it just fine. But 600 shares each. That's it. That's the float. That's logged. I've already got that logged a couple times. And I know a lot of my friends who I work with in this community have a lot more than that logged, because we're actually invested in the play. Let me finish off with playing this clip. Adam Aron telling you that your DRS shares can't be short sold. I mean, he literally fucking says it. So let me set up the thing here. It's just insane, man. I still can't believe after all this time we're still doing this.
Some of you own stock that's directly registered with the company through our transfer agent. A primary benefit, I suppose, for you when you register your shares directly with the transfer agent is that transfer agents do not allow for shorting of shares, whereas most brokerage firms do.
Oh my god!
Most brokerage firms do. Whereas most brokerage firms do not allow for shorting of shares. Is that transfer agents do not allow for shorting of shares. Is that transfer agents do not allow for shorting of shares. Whereas most brokerage firms do.
Oh my god!
And so what we
transfer agents do not allow the shorting of shares, which as most brokerage firms do. The man is telling you that your brokerage firms are shorting your stock that you hold in their accounts because you don't own shit, because it's not direct registered. Thank you.